Hi, today we are sharing the news for 7th March, continuing the series to help you prepare for WAT and PA to get into IIMs and top B schools. The actual news articles from which we have taken these key points are listed out at our news section in our website. The link for the website is given below. Today's 5 news headlines are India to grow 6.8% in financial year 25, become upper middle income economy. The next news is RBI Bank Indonesia to use local currencies in bilateral transactions. The next is perception of gender pay gap and bias seen rising. Will Flight 91 defy the scary aviation history? The last one is electoral bonds. ADR files contempt plea against SBI for Malafide extension request. This article is about the Indian economy. The Indian economy will likely to grow at 6.8% in the next fiscal year, slightly below the central bank's forecast of 7% ratings agency, CRISIL said in a report. The rating agency also said that fiscal year 2030-31, the economy will near the 7 trillion milestone with an average annual growth rate of 6.7%, positioning India as an upper middle income country within the next 7 years. In the December quarter, the Indian economy had a surprise growth of 8.4%, fears of tempering as the manufacturing, electricity and construction sectors put up a robust show. Key sectors like mining, manufacturing, construction and services are driving the India's economic expansion this year. Continuous reforms, increased global competitiveness and value chain advancements will enhance manufacturing's contribution to India's GDP beyond the expected 20% by financial year 31. This article is about RBI Bank and Indonesia Bank. The Reserve Bank of India has signed an agreement with Bank Indonesia to promote the use of local currencies for cross-border transactions. The MOU aims to promote the use of Indian rupee and Indonesian rupiah bilaterally. The MOU covers all current account transactions, permissible capital account transactions, and other economic and financial transactions as agreed upon by both countries. The central bank said that this framework would enable exporters and importers to invoice and pay in their respective domestic currencies, which in turn could enable the development of an INR-IDR foreign exchange market. Last year, RBI signed 2 MOU with Central Bank of UAE to establish a framework to promote the use of local currencies for cross-border transactions. This article is about the gender pay gap. 23% of the salaried women in India metros perceive a gender pay gap and 16% report gender bias at their workplace, says the Women and Finance study. Affluent women reported a higher perception of the gender pay gap at 30%, while 18% among semi-affluent women. Gender bias at the workplace was seen with 30% of affluent women, significantly higher than the 12% of women in the semi-affluent cohort who had perceived the same bias. The report is based on a survey of over 800 salaried and self-employed women across 10 cities in India. Among salaried women, those who are unmarried show a greater appreciation for mentorship and career development opportunities compared to their married counterparts. These findings also highlight the need for organizations to implement family-friendly policies that improve work-life harmony for women with caregiving responsibilities. This article is about Flight 91. Flight 91, which has got the regulators' approval, aims to start flights this month with 2 ATR-72 aircraft, the small turboprop aircraft best suited for regional destinations. The name of the company that owns Flight 91 is Just Udo Aviation Private Limited. Just Udo means just flight. The 91 in the airline name Flight 91 comes from India's country code indicating its Desi agenda. Flight 91 hopes to have 6 planes in its fleet by end of its first year and later index 7 ATRs annually over the next 5 years to have about 40 planes in total. India's aviation sector is one of the fastest growing in the world. At its base is the huge growth potential of Bharat, the interiors of India which the government wants to be connected by air. Flight 91 aims to get into a segment which the government has been trying to push especially via its regional connectivity scheme called UDAN. Fly 91's success formula is not to try to compete with bigger airlines but ally with them and operate in short haul sectors to provide last mile connectivity. The last article is about electoral bonds. In February, a five-judge constitution bench headed by Chief Justice Chandrahood had struck down electoral bond scheme and directed the SBI to disclose details of each electoral bond encashed by the political parties. The SBI had petitioned the apex court seeking an extension to the deadline for disclosing details of electoral bonds cashed by political parties as it had exceeded the earlier March 6 deadline set by the Supreme Court. The Association of Democratic Reform subsequently filed a contempt plea against SBI, alleging deliberate disobedience of the Supreme Court's judgment. The bank had moved the Supreme Court seeking an extension of time till June 30 to disclose details of each electoral bond encashed by political parties. The information should include the date of encashment, the denomination of the bonds, and be submitted to the poll panel by March 6, the court had ordered. So these are the 5 news for today. We'll be putting up more videos for colleges with various percentiles, VAT and personal interview, B-school deadlines, and much more content on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notification. Do like the video if you found it helpful. Thank you and good luck.